The more
Right.
grammar you learn, the more problem you will face. Till today, we consider English as a subject rather than a language.
So, hello everyone. We have Miss Shutanu with us, and she is a content creator and teacher. And we are going to have a really fun and nice interview with her. So, hello, Miss Shutanu. Welcome to Skill Ed with Shreyan.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I was amazed after watching your Shark Tank episode. I didn't expect that I can be here.
Absolutely. So, first question is right. Today in India, English is still a very premium level skill, which most people don't have. Like even at OLL, the third most popular skill that people have inquired for is English. So why is it that even after so many years, people don't know English? What is the problem? What is the deep cause?
So the problem starts just at the beginning of our schooling system. Our education system missed two things. The first one is education and second one is system. Okay, and especially when it comes to English language teaching, till today we consider English as a subject rather than a language. And the problem just it starts from that level where we are thinking of English is a language. We focus learning more grammar rules, constructing, translating. We complicate the things. Okay, we don't learn something called conversation skills. We missed it out. The
Okay.
methodology of teaching English, that is grammar translation method, where we get hardly 20% success rate.
Got it. Awesome. So, according to you, what is the first thing that teachers and schools should do to change this and solve this problem, not only at a higher level, like good cities, but also in low level cities where educators themselves don't know English?
Well, so from my point of view, I can tell you that, see, in India, we focus much on English grammar, which is not required. Okay, the more
Right.
grammar you learn, the more problem you will face. In your unconsciously you start translating from your mother tongue to English. This is
Right.
where the first problem will come. So when it comes to the English language, the module, like the method of teaching, has to be CLT or TBT, what is communicative language teaching, otherwise task-based teaching, which encourages conversation skills, problem solving skills, and critical thinking at same time. Yeah, so and one more thing, when it comes to Indian educator, most of the cases I notice they have basic grammar knowledge but not the advanced one, till they tap on the grammar more. And the second thing is, the moment they focus only on grammar, they lose fluency and they don't focus on the pronunciation part as well.
Why is it that we're taught English in school after fourth standard, right? I mean, till fourth standard, the basics is covered. Uske baad they're just repeating the same thing again and again. And especially English literature, if I have a passion for it, I'll read books, I'll listen to more movies and all. So why is it made compulsory even after fourth grade? And it's not something you can even opt out of. So what's your take on this? How do you think like we should measure English? Should we measure it by exam marks or should we measure it by the speaking skills of the person? I mean, what?
Definitely, your exam marks has nothing to do with your professional success. Your exam marks is only for the entry level, right? So I don't believe that if you're getting 85 out of 100 in your school exam, that will help you later on in your life as a successful communicator. That's not the case. The first focus has to be on the communicative language. And please understand one thing, when it comes to the English, is a language and it is a medium of communication. Okay, so it is absolutely fine you're getting 35 out of 100, but you are able to communicate what you are thinking of. But in India, it is absolutely opposite scenario. You get a good marks, but you don't speak well. you fail to communicate your ideas, your thought process. So ये जो process है ना, इसको थोड़ा सा reverse करना पड़ेगा. You focus on the conversation skills rather than learning on the grammar. Only grammar. Tense, जहाँ पे भी जाओ, like right now my student strength is 6,000 plus, and I can tell you, out of 6,000, 4,800 students will come and ask me, ma'am, मुझे tense में बहुत ज़्यादा problem है, सिर्फ वो ही सिखा दो. But they don't understand, learning tense will only confuse them. You go a little abroad, like you go for Armenia, Turkey, these areas, no, they don't focus on English grammar. What they try to teach ESL, that is English as a second language, where they focus learning through the visualization, learning through the real world scenario, and the teacher will ask students to repeat the same. Okay, but this kind of teaching method is absolutely new right now in India, and that's how we are standing out of it.
I listen to a lot of YouTube videos by Ashneer Grover. तो उन्होंने क्या कहा कि इंडिया में थोड़ी अंग्रेजी कम बोलोगे तो सारे प्रॉब्लम समझ में आ जाएंगे. So I got his mindset where he's coming from, where he's trying to say that he wants to reach out to the people and talk to the problems that tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities have, where they don't take English as a first language in speaking. But आपके हिसाब से what's your take in this, and can you say this in Hindi? So
देखो, पहले बात तो यह है कि मेरा हिंदी is not up to the mark. Okay, I don't know, like really I am not fluent when it comes to Hindi because I'm from Bengal and settled in Chennai. So the thing is that, see, Ashneer is right, because when you speak in your mother tongue, what happens, we can express ourselves very well, our thought process very well, and that is where he is trying to mimic. Okay, English, you can reach wider audience, and nowadays digital media is booming, and through digital media it is not limited. You can go unlimited. You can work not only in India, out of India, and to reach those areas it is mandatory to know English. At least broken English भी चलेगा, लेकिन बोलना है.
समझ गया. Absolutely. And I've always thought this, right? So how do you teach someone English? वो मुझे अभी तक, like, how do you teach someone a new language if you don't know their language? Example, if you don't know Urdu, how will you teach someone English?
Well,
right?
So for teaching English, you no need to, for my case, I don't teach from Hindi, Bangla to English, Hindi to English, Tamil to English. There is nothing like that. Okay? And why 80% of the institutions and teachers are failing nowadays to teach English? This is the reason. Because they focus Hindi to English. Now, abhi kya ho raha hai na? The students will go in the comfort zone. Okay, teacher knows Hindi, so let me handle it. Yeah. But when you come out from that, you teach English to English, the success rate is high, and students' progress rate also will be the faster. The learning curve will be faster. Okay, now if the question is that ma'am, someone, let's consider XY and doesn't even know anything in English, ABCD also you don't know, in that case how can I teach you? There are so many ways. You just think how you learned your mother tongue. Think, no, you were not able to
I don't remember.
you were not able to read. You just listen. Right? You listen to your mama, papa, you listen to the neighbors or your granny, grandma, right? So there is two part of language learning. One method called as a language acquisition and another method called as a language learning. Language acquisition in the sense where the learner acquires the language through the surroundings. Listening to someone, watching something, okay? Creating different sounds. Right?
Got it.
So here there are 6 phases of language learning. I don't want to go in depth because there is a plastic page, 2-word page, then we have a telegraphic phase. There are so many phases like that. Okay. So in this 6 different level of phases, you get different level of improvement. Yeah. So it is absolutely all right to learn English to English, but it must be through visualization, through surroundings. Listening is opposite to speaking. Yeah. So actually, the whole idea here is who doesn't know my language, I don't want them to know my language. I don't want to know their language. I will teach them English to English, only giving them the surrounding or the proper through both they can develop it.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense right now when you say it, because I honestly, when we think about learning, it's always about the environment first. I have two questions more. One question is, platforms like Uday Learning, and there were a few more platforms that just focus on English, Mastery, and more. So they got shut down, right? What are your thoughts?
Well, it's a very good question. See, we have to understand 2 to 3 aspects here. So when it comes to language learning, Indian people are quite clumsy about it. Like, अगर हुआ तो अच्छा है, नहीं भी हुआ तो चला लेके. This is the mindset of yes. And it is not only for the English, anything related with the personality development or career development, they do not focus much. They are focused only on finance related anything.
Exactly, because it's a long-term skill. They can't see immediate value add instantly. So yeah.
Now, I know customer acquisition is a big problem, but for me, really it is not, because I got the basic identity through my social media. I run advertisement place. I work maximum through reference and word of mouth.
Correct.
The second thing is that I give my students results. So if I get 100 students are joining, I bet you 80% of students will get results.
So is there any other factors that you give for results, like which you measure? How do you measure the outcome?
So there are so many things. I first focus on their listening skills, because when someone can understand, they can speak also. That's the first funda. So when someone joins my class, first I take the level test. I identify their current English level, and according to their level, I assign them the batch and teacher. I have a different level teachers, like beginner level, intermediate level, different level teachers I have. According to their level only, they will get the teacher. And once 90 days they complete, then we will have again a level test. And that level test only will determine where they are. And when we have this level test at the beginning and at the end, what happens? They also get clarity, and clarity gives the satisfaction.
Got it. Makes sense. Absolutely. That's a great thing. And last but not the least, what's your vision for your company? Like, where do you feel you want to take it? And how are you going to impact people in their daily lives?
Well, so frankly speaking, I started with English language learning, but on the go, I have mastered digital marketing. I have mastered SEO. I mastered all these advertisements, Google ads, YouTube ads. Like, I love to do it. Okay. So backend, I have a program that is Women Business Development, and I'm focusing right now much on that.
Correct. Okay.
So where I'm helping women to start their business sitting at their home and earn at least 1 lakh. Okay, so if you're asking my mission, yes, right now the mission and vision statement literally changed. Okay, so initially when I started, I was like, I want to take this English language learning to the next. I will not off it. I will be continuing the same. But at the same time, I want to focus much on business development for women. So that's my mission, to train at least 100 women this year to start their own, getting the digital literacy,
awesome,
learning all these ads, and doing something at their place and earning something, create their own identity.
That's a really good thing to do, because definitely, like today when I'm telling you, like I was handling customer support, the parents are like, मेरे लिए भी कुछ है क्या? मुझे भी कुछ करना है, मैं बैठी बोर हो जाती हूँ घर पे, मुझे खुद का बिजनेस चालू करना है, मुझे घर पे जो आइटम्स है बेचना है. So that's a really good mission to take on. And there are 2 takes on the future of skill development. One is either people will not require skills at all, because AI will be handling most of their jobs. Like even today, speaking English, making emails, grammar corrections, and all ChatGPT is handling. What do you think? Like AI का क्या role होएगा in the future in skill learning, skill development?
Well, see, AI of course can be a good support, but it cannot replace the human brain.
Okay.
Right? So you go and ask GPT who is the best English trainer, it has no answer. Right? So it's okay, AI can support you, but I don't think it can replace human beings. Upskilling is required. Upskilling is required not only when it comes to the aspect of communication, for all aspects of life. Like I always ask my student to be a lifelong learner. If you don't learn, the moment you stop learning, you stop growing. So
Correct.
AI cannot replace that learning. It can
Absolutely.
reduce the time, but it cannot replace. So upskilling definitely required. If I want to write one blog today, I also take help of ChatGPT, or there are so many AI platforms like Papertype AI or AnyWord. I use those, but the main idea comes from my mind. And many times ChatGPT, it creates so many grammatical mistakes. You take help of Grammarly, they will ask you to make the payment for rephrasing the line. So
Correct.
not all the things are okay with the AI. It will be a good help for us, but not everything.
It was a really, really great podcast and interaction. Honestly, getting so much insight on individual subjects and your personal vision कि आपको क्या करना है with the Indian economy and Indian women, that is a really, really good thing to know. And honestly, I feel आपने तो code crack कर लिया, so to get students and grow your user base, so that's a really good thing. You're helping out new people to enter as well. So thanks a lot again, and I hope everyone who needs English requirements, who needs help in English, do reach out to Shubhtanu Miss, and also those who want to learn digital marketing and more, you can definitely reach out to her. So thanks a lot, Shubhtanu Miss. Anything that you want to say at the end before leaving? Any advice or any feedback?
Advice is only one thing: be a lifelong learner. Invest in yourself, because when you invest in yourself, it multiplies 10x, 100x. But when you invest in something else, like watching Netflix videos or something, it doesn't add value, right? So invest in yourself, learn from the people who all are already doing well. Doesn't matter their age or anything like that. Be open-minded, be open to adapt everything, be flexible to learning. Things will move automatically.
Sure, let's meet again. Yeah.
Sure, Stan. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you.